All right, welcome back to round two. We're actually still waiting on round one to finish, but I did want to kind of break these up just for the sake of time and giving myself a break, but some different things going on here. So we got one game left between Joker and yours truly. There's a bye here, I believe. Most other games looked pretty close. I was just looking at some of the other decks here. Just played me, so let's see who else won. So not tonight. Yeah, this is kind of more what I expected. The worlds collide with very low creature control. So lots of shadows, dudes that aren't doing much. There's a pretty big board, but interesting. And they beat Fudginator. Ah, poor Fudginator. Let's see what Murph brought. The Stallion. It's got a name for sure. Okay, high expected amber. Also low creature control. So, yeah. I probably made the wrong call with my deck because it does have the chance to flood the board a little too well. Which is unfortunate, but let's see, maybe I'll take this chance to actually see if I can get my headphone situation figured out so that I can actually listen to chat if people are talking in the voice chats. Okay, sounds like round two is back up, so maybe I'll mess with this in between rounds. We are against Critnado. I think they said the links will be active for the next round, so. Okay, so I can hear on here. Let me see, so that's still muted. Still muted there. Okay, so I think that should work if I want to hear chat going on or if I want to talk to them. There we go. Got our game link and we're up against Critnado. Just actually pull this up. Okay, so it looks like they're just doing a 40-minute timer for round two just because of some of the link issues. So we got a 75 SAS Worlds Collide with 20 creature control. But not much else. Some low amber control and low expected amber. I think I've been... Let's see if they just made another game. Lost him. Okay, they're back. So he's looking at this. The axioms won't be great for all the capturing Darkpath can do, but and we have second, and we're starting with 4 logos, so we will keep that. See if we can force out some of that creature control early. So we're looking at lots of creature control. We've got the reassembling. There's no bounce in Darkpath, if I remember. So loading that guy up with quadricorder sounds like a great plan. Gonna go logos. We're gonna drop that guy. We'll go ahead and play the twin bolt, but hold the positron. Oh, sweet. I think this could be our path to victory, is just trying to load Voltron that up. So we're going to try and go Logos next turn here, if they don't have a way to kill the Bibliophile. Sanctum, they probably do. Let's see if they have the Smite. It's Gorvenal. They do have the Smite. Bummer. And a Grey Rider. All right. Let's see how this is going. What? Okay, well, we need to dig for that Axiom, I would say. So, as much as I would love to put this on the Automaton, I think we're going to throw it on the Anafiel here. No, we're going to put it on the Gorvenal. Man, this is just not the turn I was hoping for. So we'll play that. We will Quintrino to kill that and Barrister, and then we'll put this on Gorvenal. That is a shame. But I like this. We'll see if we can stick those Saurians for a little bit. I would have loved Axiom by now, but I think with this deck, we're just going to have to get set up against them for a little bit, and then I got to see what my Amber control is. Okay. Just going into Star Alliance. They got a Garcia. Dino Alien is not exalting. They are getting some solid hands here. Just pretty rough. But we're going to force them to kind of fight. I didn't really look if there was much taunting here. I know we have the Karkar. So we want the Phlox'em on the outside just in case we draw one of those. Really just looking for an Axiom at this point. It's kind of killing me. Don't have a whole lot of other creature control outside of the Axiom, and I'm sure they know that. So I actually probably need to be careful how much amber I'm gaining. But I think they know they have to kill these Phloxosauruses here, which hopefully just means a pretty suboptimal turn for them. They could just kill one with the Dino Alien. Going Starlines, okay. So they're probably going to steal one with the Yorg and then fight with the Dino Alien. Maybe subdue another one. Discards Daughter with the Survey. I think I'll take that. They do get the Explode over. Of course they do. So fights one of them. Probably fights the other off with Garcia. At this point, we basically are just ooh. They did not check that. Or is this fight captured before they could steal with the Yorg? So I think we're okay with that because we're probably gonna at this point we're probably killing the Yorg with the Positron, or they'll just fight it. Place another one. Okay. And Garcia reaps. And they play a Kirby. Oh my goodness. Okay. This is... I don't know how they keep... Yeah, they started pretty good hands. Well, so we're gonna go logos here. We're gonna drop the bibliophile, drop that, drop the automaton, and I was gonna kill the Yorg, but now I think we have to kill over here. That gives us an anomaly exploiter on that next turn, and then we'll just ward the bibliophile, just make it a little bit tougher. All right, still no Axiom. Oh, this is so weird. So I basically just need to not gain much amber so that they can't capture it all over the place, so that my Axioms actually do something when I actually find them. But this is looking pretty brutal so far. They do have the quadricorder, and they don't really have good ways of taking that off themselves, so it's something, but it's not a great something. They have 2 mutants down now, so they could go Logos and still have a decent turn. Really wonder if I should have mulliganed for an Axiom, but we will see. What are we scared of here? So I think I'd be surprised if they don't go Logos at this point, because this mutagenic serum still gives them access to a lot of other things. They probably just have too many options at this point. Goes back into Starlines. Okay. Steals with the Yorg. It's fine again. We just don't want them having ways to protect their creatures from the Axioms. Subdues the bibliophile. That card has been doing a lot of work against me. I don't love it. Taunts the Dino Alien. Fights off the Praco. Just an interesting choice, but I mean, at this point, we're just going to let him have the first key and pray to find one of those Axioms. Let's see. Reaps with Garcia. Okay. So they're still not actually forging because of the quadricorder. These Molinas are actually a problem for this Dino Alien because it does actually die now to fighting. So we're going to go Star Alliance. And going to be a little cheeky about this. And just double up the protection on the spears. It's just all against me. But it's really okay because, again, we didn't gain any amber that turn, so they have nothing to capture. And if they just keep filling this board, those Axioms will be pretty brutal against them. They're going to hurt me too, unfortunately, at this point. Okay, so they're taking their Logos turn. We'll see if they still pop the Serum or not. Master of the Theory bumps them up to 9 amber. Play out the Torado, so now they could use the mutagen to draw a bunch. So we might still play Sorry in here. Yeah, so they use the mutagen so they can do some gross stuff with these guys. But if they're not dealing with my board, then I think I'm okay for now. Because we can do a lot with the Phalanx Strike. To at least recover at least. I say a lot. We can recover some with a Phalanx Strike while we wait for the stupid Axioms. But this is more, so the other deck I could have chosen probably would have played more like this one. Yikes. And they have 5 in archives now. So I mean, the spears is really tempting, but that turn doesn't get us to what we need. So why is it only 8? Oh, because I need to have Saurian on the board. So we do make them spend all 10 with the redder. Oy. So we're going to drop Ludo on the right, Redder Galem on the right. Then we'll Phalanx Strike to, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 amber, 7, I think. This has to go. We'll Exalt the Automata. They're probably building up to a decent Sanctum turn. So I think killing the Techno Knight there is worth it. Again, only 1 amber for them to capture, so they shouldn't be able to do too much. I know they can equalize. Ugh. No Kirby either, so I can't play an Axiom on an off turn. This is a little brutal at this point. What have they played in Sanctum already? They already played the Smite and the Grey Rider. So it's probably going to be... And the Gorvenal, they can't have too much left. Gorm, Orb of Wonder. They're not... Oh, we'll see if they take the archives. Equalize. Zealot. Ardent Hero. Gets them some draw. And they only have 1 left to draw, so... Welcome, Amber Meaties. Come join this rough game. My kingdom for an Axiom. Plays the Ardent Hero, draws through... Do they? Why did they not? Oh yeah, there it is. They have to archive off the Cronus. Okay, so there's the equalize, but they did it before the fighting. So they put one on Kronos. That's fine. And then one on the Garcia. Also fine. So depending on what their fights look like here, we are probably going Star Alliance, but I would imagine they find a way to kill this stuff. Oh, and then they move that there. So they are going to try to kill that somehow, which I guess the Anafiel does it. This is good. This is, you know, now I'm valuing my deck more than I was. Kills the Gorvanal to remove a Molina. And that also removes the Quadricorder now. So, that's kind of a big deal. I'm guessing they go for Spears next. Oh, the redder. Okay. Plays the Orb of Wonder. So a lot of their capture, well, no, because they still have, yeah. There you go. That's a lot of their capture gone. So we should be pretty safe with an Axiom next turn. Two Amber on the Kronos. So we're probably killing that with Molina's Blaster. And then I just have to decide if I need to fight into anything else. The Yorg is still a problem, but I'm just not gaining much Amber on my turn. Okay, so we were left with Spears. That's huge. Because I think we can do some nice Voltroning now. Let's see. So we want to get rid of... Well, we can't get rid of this. So the low end of Standardize is going to hit 6 power at the moment, which is actually fine unless we make something bigger. So we're going to go Star Alliance. Let's protect on the right. Man, I could really use that Quintrino Flux now. Reap here, we'll discard all 3 of these. And still no Axiom, but we did get the Frayne, which is pretty cool. I think we actually protect the Frayne. We didn't get any other upgrades though. That's pretty brutal. So let's see. This goes here. Deal 3 damage to a creature, right? Hit the Kronos. And then we can Reap to deal 2 damage to Garcia. Play Frayne on the right to capture back on the Automata. Play Garcia on the right. What in the world? It just doesn't even matter anymore. This is silly. Oh, man. Okay, so they're going Logos, so we are going to probably see the Standardize here, but that actually hurts them more than me, so hopefully they discard it. Library card comes down. It's fine. Fission Bloom comes down. So if they're going Logos, I think we're actually getting the key here. which is pretty sweet. If that's the case, discards the standardized. All right, that's what we want to see. So I think it's time to start plowing through the deck with Star Alliance. This is probably a really critical turn here. Destroys the Anomaly Exploiter, that makes sense. I think we need to spread these around so that we don't make something too big that the standardized kills it, even though it is gone for now. I think we just want to leave that. That should be their turn. So, getting the key. Fantastic Star Alliance follow-up. I think I actually do start spreading around the Amber from Frayne. It feels a little bad not to put it here, but again, if my plan is to eventually, at some point, draw and play an Axiom, then I'm going to want my guys pretty well covered. So, loving this turn. This is where we want to be. I don't love the Anafiel being down. Ardent Hero. I'm not exactly sure how I deal with that. Short term, maybe just start putting damage on it. I think the light goes here. Sacrifices the orb? What other Logos card are you getting with the orb? Torado? Eclectic? Yeah, Torado to draw another. Okay. Star Alliance is the right play because I'm still waiting on the dumb Axiom. They do not have much capture aside from... they could play Gorvenal. No, Gorvenal's gone. Okay, so I think we're pretty safe with the Star Alliance turn. So let's start with a Reap here. 4, 1, 2. We'll hold the Eddy. I think that's pretty safe. Let's Cloaking Dongle here. I think we'll actually go ahead and just make that tougher to kill. This will... Can't kill the Torado this turn. And they have the mutagen, so we just want to... They only have one mutant. We need to kill this. It is not elusive, right? This feels a little weird, but we're going to fight there. We're going to Reap to drop an Amber here. Let's do 2 damage. They're probably going back into Sanctum now or Star Alliance. I can't kill the Yorg either way. So let's just go ahead and kill that. And then we'll Reap here. Okay, so we're better set up for the Axiom now. We've got some okay Logos follow-up as well. But really, like if we can just keep going Star Alliance now, that's our bread and butter. 'Cause Smite, I mean, it does some stuff here, but it doesn't kill anything now. They only have 6 cards. They're probably not going to library turn because they just played a lot of their Logos. Oh, I guess they have 5 cards in archives. So, trying to think. If they want to stop the key, I think they have to go Star Alliance. And if I get another Star Alliance turn here, I think I discard all of this. Because what do we want to get back to in Star Alliance? Quintrino, Flux, and Quadricorder. Oh man, this is a crazy game. I don't know how we're doing on time. Doesn't say. Okay, so they're going Sanctum, which I think means we're forging. Unless they can draw back into Reaps with the Anafiel and then Smites. To fight the Bibliophile. And fights again, gets hit by the Elusive and Hazardous, and then kills it off with the Ardent Hero. Plays a Barrister. Salvador. Techno Knight. Okay, this is exactly what we were looking for. They still have a big archives, which means their Star Alliance turn will probably be pretty big. But they didn't stop the key. Alright, so what's the greedy play here? Is it wrong to go Axiom? I don't think so. Is it wrong to discard the second Axiom? Probably. Okay, so we will Axiom first. So we can kill the Joya and be able to reap. So ward there. Reap. Play Philophosaurus and hold second Axiom. And see if we can just get this guy going now. Probably get subdued here. I hope that was the right play. I really don't know, because with Star Alliance, what did I have? It was basically just reap, deal 3 damage, but I had to kill the Barrister, which I didn't have a great line to do. Logos doesn't do a ton for me. Maybe I actually go Logos this next turn. So we can play this, we can ward something here. This is intense. It's an intense game. It'll be interesting to go back and see what Amber Medes is thinking of all this. I'm sure. I mean, this is still probably just a terrible thing for me to have given my opponent. Okay, so they are going library card turn here. Yeah. That makes sense, I think. They're going to gain a decent amount of Amber, which means the Edai is probably the right card next turn. Plays Master of the Theory to archive 4. That's pretty brutal, but they forgot to Fission Bloom. Plays an Eclectic to archive 2 more. Lots of draws. Standardized. It's fair. Plays a Daughter, which we can ping that with the Twin Bolt. Plays causal loop to draw. Kind of hoping a lot of their good stuff actually just got archived. So we can stop the key here and do some other or logos stuff. So I think that's the right play. So we're gonna go logos. Drop the hack. We will snipe snipe. Play E-die on the right to archive that axiom. So we definitely have it. Ward fill. Fight there. Leave him on the left. So, I mean, they're going to have a brutal follow-up here no matter what. Hope is just that the Phlox'em stays alive. I just need to find a way to gain Amber to close this out. Do have the Quintrino Flux to also draw back into. Probably we're doing Axiom next turn no matter what. I think them not forging there is pretty big, but yeah, with Sanctum, there's a very good chance they're going to be able to push that through. The real question is whether they have Smite and the Grey Rider, or just the Smite. This is the only game left, so everyone is popping in as spectators. Which is fine. It's a good game. It's been a fun one for sure. I have a slight feeling that I'm not going to be able to close it out. I don't have much Amber to gain outside of creatures, and I'm going to have to kill a lot of my own creatures in order to keep theirs controlled, which I'm sure they know that at this point. The Axiom is so pivotal to me, and I wonder if I had drawn it earlier, if this game would be in a different spot or not. Okay, so Anafiel comes down. There's one. There's a lot of sequencing to do here, I'm sure, because they're going to have things like Barrister. Ardent Hero comes down. Ardent does not free kill anything here. Oh, and they have the draw pips to try and find the Grey Rider or the Smite if they didn't have it before. Oi. It's gonna be close. Okay, so there's the captures. Both go on Barrister because they want that to survive the Axiom. Makes sense. Orb comes down. Plays Salvador. There's the Grey Rider to fight with Salvador to take the ward off. Okay, so that probably means a Smite is coming. Or just a Zealot. That's fair. Fights the E-die. Interesting. Equalize. So they probably also have the Smite here. Oh, man. That is tough. 'Cause, I mean, they have the Smite. 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 Star Alliance seems pretty lame. I don't think I can let them have this turn. No, that basically means I have to find the Quintrino Flux for the Star Alliance follow-up. Yeah. Have to do it. Really sad we don't have the Anomaly Exploiter still down. So we'll go ahead and Axiom. Ward there. Play this on the left. Play this on the right. And yeah, they have the Gorm now, so we want to just use this while we have it. Ward back there. Do I fight it? So I would leave it on. I'd have to have 3 damage to kill it. Seems unlikely. Sure. And there's the draw. But we do have Molina's Blaster with Molina and Walls, so technically can kill Barrister. But they're going to have quite the Star Alliance turn here. Okay, so this definitely makes me think about my other decks I could have brought, in case there's ever another one of these. So let's see, the Star Alliance, yep, destroys the Auto Legionary. Interesting, because they're expecting me to go back into Saurian next turn. Which if I have the chance, I probably do, but I mean, one of these gets subdued for sure. Another one gets hit by Dino Alien. I mean, really, it's going to be a big gamble for me deciding whether or not it's worth it to go for the Saurian draw off of Phlox'em. I don't even know if it's actually worth it because I'd have to get Phalanx Strike. Okay, so they do one there. Probably just hit it with the Subdue now. Skuro Droid to capture. It's fine, I don't have any more Axioms anyways. So with time being called, I guess I think that means I get one last turn. I won't be able to gain enough Ember for it to matter, so I think they win this anyways. Because with Star Alliance, I'll get 3 total. And they're at 5. With Saurian, I'm not getting anything. How did they... Oh, the damage pip. Yeah. Yeah, Saurian, I'm not getting anywhere. Yeah. Pull back the cloaking, oh, not the cloaking dongle, the Molina's blaster, attach that to Molina, deal 3 damage there. Okay, so it's not quite a good enough 75 SAS floor reversal. Okay, well, there goes that one. So now we are 0-2. Oops. Make sure I actually concede that. Oops. Dang. So Critnado won that 3-2. Okay, so we're going to take a little break here. I don't know if anyone else has dropped. If they have, then to keep it even, I might drop as well. But I'm going to refresh this page really quick to actually get those win-losses. Oof. Of course, me, Karen, and Murph are all the ones that are at 0-2. And we're all probably, I don't know if Karen is recording this, but I know Murph is probably streaming his too. That just hurts. But it's still fun. I think my fear has been realized that, like, you know, its ability to flood the board is just a little bit too much. These decks aren't fast enough. Oh, and I'm facing Murph. Okay, so I'm not going to back out then just because I want to face Murph. Or Fudginator. I don't know which he would like prefers to go by. I know he's got both on here. So we will see you all on the next round. I'm going to take a little break and we'll record the next.